have the power.
Hey Hebrew fans, this is Todd, and yes, I'm sitting half in the dark for a reason, and that is because I'm going to show you some cool things, and yes, some things that glow in the dark. So let's turn the camera around and check out the new dungeon parts that I've made in the past, and I'm remaking because people have asked. So let's get going. The dungeon parts right here. You're all going, what are you talking about, the dungeon parts? Okay, a long time ago, actually it's been years now, it's been a long time, we first got this really cool Snake Mountain from Super7. And for some reason, they made this dungeon like super small. You couldn't even fit a regular guy in there. So I designed this Hinge extension and this piece to go on there. And a key. Where is that key? Here it is. Cool little key right here. That fits into the side. Zoop. But doesn't actually do anything. You know what? It doesn't even fit in there. What kind of design did I make for this? Well, it's supposed to fit in there. But I guess once you have it on, there's just too much English in the angle to fit it. There we go. I guess you can kind of get it in there. It's more for looks than anything else. But anyway, and a cool key. And it made it so you could finally fit a figure in there. So somebody just asked me, they watched my old video and said, hey, I want to get one of those. The problem is I made these parts a long time ago from Shapeways. And you can see how this kind of looks and fits together. And basically it's just a hinge extension and a piece to have it latch in. But Shapeways is kind of a long gone thing. Let me show you how it works without the hinge piece. So let's put this back in there. Without it, it's a little bit of a snap to get it in there to work. It always scares me putting it in there. Oh, don't break on me. Don't break after all these years. You know what? I am not putting it in there. You have one at home. You know how it doesn't fit. So anyway, so let's go ahead and take a look at the new pieces that I have made. Here's one right here. I gotta break it out of its supports. Break it out. Break it out. Now, of course, as you guys expected, when you print on a regular printer, it does leave some yucky lines and messes here and there. That's to be expected. So sorry. So there we go. There is my piece that holds it in there. Now I had to redesign the key because the key loop was so small, this thin little loop, that unfortunately it just kept breaking when I pull it out of the printer. So I had to redesign that as well. So I had to make a bigger loop for that. So we will see the cool keys in a moment. All right, when you first put this on, it does fit a little loose. I did that on purpose because I didn't want it to ruin this. If you want, you could put like a piece of tape on here to raise it up a little bit so you don't cause any damage, like some blue tape, or just a piece of plastic, or just leave it. It's just a little loose, no big deal. Now let's take a look at the hinge. The hinge. All right, here is the hinge extension. Let me go and pull off the supports on here. Where are me pliers? Me pliers, Mr. Krabs. And I have not test fit this yet with the new parts. This will be first time test fit. Yeah, at first like, no dude, sorry to stop making them. And I'm like, you know what, I'll just see what happens. I haven't even told him yet if I've actually was successful or not. So if he watches my channel, he'll know soon enough if I was successful enough or not. So now the way you put this in is there we go. Let me zoom this up a little bit so you can see. And you have these points right here, and you just roll this around backwards and slide them right over the points. Then once you do, you just roll it. Oh, that is a tight rolling fit. There we go. There we go. That fits tight in there. And then this piece, same thing. It just fits right on there. Same thing, just kind of roll it in there. There we go. And now we have it a little bit bigger now. And this thing slides on. And I made it so the clean side comes out, so it's not quite as messy. And once you get it in there, it kind of holds in place. And check us out. Even this thick He-Man, you can stick them on in there. Now it's a little bit of a tight fit, but not as bad as it was. And then just close the gate. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. So it gives you more room to actually fit somebody in there. Because before, you couldn't fit anybody in there except I think 2000X Tila is pressed against the back wall. But this gives you quite a bit more room. Now, I had no plans of originally re-releasing these. And remember, when you stick it in there, use the clean side facing out so it just looks so much better than to have the rough side. The rough side's up against the other side, right in here. And again, this comes off super, super easy. Again, put the rough side in. And if you want to use a piece of plastic on there or whatever to hold it, you can, or some tape. And then the key, that's right, I forgot to talk about the keys. You know what? I'm going to pause this video and I'm going to grab some blue tape really quick. I didn't have to pause it long. I actually had blue tape just sitting right down by my feet. All right, I have some scissors. So let's just go ahead and slice this. And just like before, I'm going to stick it on the inside of this door. Let me take this off so I can show you where I'm going to put it. You just stick this on the inside right here. All right, let's see how that fits now. There we go. All right, let's put this back on there. Again, put it way out, then roll it in. Don't force it to pop. And then all the blue tape is completely hidden. You can't see it, and it won't damage your original paint job. So that's cool. All right, the keys. The keys to the city. So I have these cool black keys with the larger, oops, yeah, the hook's on there. You know what? That looks small. That's not the new key. Let's check this one and see. Yes, this is the new key. There we go. New key, new key. There we go. Now, like with all my 3D prints, they may be rough, but there is the key that it comes with. The boring black key. Oh, check out this purple key. You're like, purple? Why would I want a purple one? Well, let me show you why you want this cool purple one. Because the purple one is not just standard purple. And let me show you why this is so cool. You've probably already guessed it because I kind of mentioned it earlier. Okay, there is the purple key. Bum, 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 bum. Da-da-da-da-da. Ooh, ah, look at that. A glowing purple key. It is magical. So that is why I have the purple key. But not only did I make purple, I also made a green. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, ah, look at that. Magical. Lights off. Let's see this red key. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, ah. All right, so here are the three keys. And they come in green, purple, or red. The purple does not glow very bright. It looks better on the camera than it does in real life. The green glows the brightest. And the red glows better than the purple, but not as bright as the green. So, I'll be selling sets of 2 keys individually, just by themselves. The standard black set will come with 2 keys. This little door piece that you'll have to either leave it loose or put some tape on the inside just to hold it. And again, the tape is just the build-up thickness because I didn't want it to scrape the part. And then this piece right here, this extension piece. And again, to get your door on, just open it all the way and then stick it on. It's really easy to put on. And then for this piece, it's a lot harder. You have to actually twist it. And then once it's all the way out, it just falls right out. And this way you put it into. Make sure you have the clean side against it, the yucky side out. Put it into the hinge spots. And again, they'll just slide right into place. Once they're stood into place, it's a little bit hard to get in there. You take a little effort with 2 hands. Keep working it right here, especially so you don't break nothing. And then once you have it in, it should stay pretty good. And again, this one, open it extra wide. Slide it over those bumps. And then once you start to close it, it will pretty much be sealed on because not has to come off in the front. And then you put this on clean side out. And again, I could have used 4 pieces of tape. Oh, I see now my tape's getting kind of yucky because I keep pulling it off and on. There we go. And if things do get stuck, just line that hinge back up. And now you got yourself an extra big jail cell to put figures in there. Just like that. Just like that. Well, that is it. Like they say in the 1987 movie, good journey. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye now.
If you found enjoyment, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Do it.